Can I rip off? Like, I can't. I need generic. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're here Monday night, January 31st. It's the last night of the month, and we are jumping into the thick of week 4, right near the middle of the season. We're almost halfway through season 9 of League of Lads. Tonight we're covering Bing Chilling and Canoe versus the Canoobs. Canoe and the Canoobs. I think I actually typed it wrong in my top bar because it wouldn't fit otherwise. So that threw me off. I'm not sure what the hell happened. Oh, well, there's
died.
something here. Yeah. No, the game straight up didn't find.
Yeah.
I think they might need a remake.
Yeah. That's fine. Shit happened.
Nor I made last series an all pit game. Whatever. Anyway.
Are you in the lobby?
Yeah. They didn't even remake, dude. This is still the first lobby.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Somebody's eating. Should be captain's mode too, hopefully. I think I saw it was captain's mode. Is it the right region? Hopefully. Anyway, Canoe and the Canoobs, 3-5 currently, Birdman. They've had a struggle just getting started early on in the season. But still a lot of tied games in there. I don't think they're far off the other teams by any means. And kind of the same thing for Bing Chilling, which, by the way, the standings are technically incorrect because it's based on series wins and not points. I'm gonna tell you that.
5 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
talking about the. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Joker's team
Yeah.
has 4 points since they tied 4 series.
Yeah, this is what happens when somebody new makes the.
I thought you made it.
No. So. Badger did it. So yeah, sometimes you have to do it at the beginning, and if you don't, it just like crashes out.
10 seconds
But no,
remaining.
it's working now. Because before, every time on the website, if you don't switch it at the beginning, it will not work. I mean, like you have to put it at the beginning and then add the teams, and then it will work. But if you do it the other way around, you can't change it. But it seems that they updated their website and now it works. So
That's good to hear.
yeah. But now the order is different, so it's points then tiebreaker.
We also have some good content earlier. I don't know if you caught that.
The
Highlights from skaters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost missed it
Well,
because it's only 8 minutes, but we'll take it. It's content in League of Legends. Birdman needs to start making content, honestly. You're a
yeah. Well,
scientist.
I'm gonna dodge you for now. Let me have my phone call during draft.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Understand the
yes.
people and join in afterwards. Yeah. Peace out.
No worries. You could have a Spirit Breaker first pick, though. Kind of surprised that we made it through the first ban phase without seeing a ban of the Spirit Breaker. Shadow Demon coming after
10
that,
seconds
but
remaining.
good counter into the
5
Spirit Breaker. We'll see what else
seconds
they want to go for. Probably
remaining.
some long distance stun, I would still assume, unless they think the Shadow Demon is good enough. But it is Lush Canoe drafting for them.
Team pick.
Queen of pain.
I could see it. Also, I thought Arturius was drafting for them. I could be
10
wrong, though.
seconds remaining.
On top of this, though, Queen of Pain,
5 seconds
very strong
remaining.
again. Like, basically the two meta heroes making it all the way through. Kind of surprising to see there. Nobody wants to ban Quap. Want to get rid of Arturius the Skywrath is probably a good idea, and the same thing for the Weaver.
Red team ban.
Admiral Concar.
OD to the side of that. Ban first for Canoe.
Dire team ban.
But kind of a new, first time I'm casting Bulljax's new team this season. A little bit of a new look for them.
Red team ban.
Bulljax, I guess kind of carrying, not really carrying in a gameplay sense, but keeping most of the roster from Nebula and some of last season, other than Squid, who had to leave for MMR
10
reasons,
seconds
of course.
remaining. Dire team ban.
But basically, Fume, Bulljax, Journey, still on there. I don't know who Kyle Drippenhouse is. Oh, that's Acid Rain.
10
Yeah,
seconds
so the only one we're missing
remaining.
is Colonel Squid. They pick up Camel Farmer instead,
5 seconds
who
remaining.
has some shoes to fill there, I guess you could say, but
Radiant
Divine 3
team
mid laner.
ban.
Divine 3 on Dota buff, not actually sure what the real MMR is, but on a different sheet, pretty sure.
Ten seconds remaining.
But basically, this is Nebula,
5 seconds remaining.
or what did they call themselves last season?
Dire team
Crossfire Sims, I
ban.
think it was for the one season. I thought they were going to go back to Nebula after that, but deciding
Dire
to go with a
team
different name,
pick.
very sus there. And of course, Canoe and the Canoobs, team we've casted before. Me and Birdman, actually. A couple of times this season, we've seen them won a couple of series. I don't think we saw
10
them do the
seconds
2-0, and in fact, I'm
remaining.
not even sure who they played for the 2-0, but yeah, they have,
5 seconds
I think,
remaining.
3 series ties, 1 loss. They played 1 more series than Big
Radiant
Chilling up to
team
this point.
pick.
Clockwork.
Clockwork picked up as another counter for the Spirit Breaker, I think. Seems like a pretty rough Clockwork game, though.
10 seconds remaining.
Easy ways to die this
5
game.
seconds remaining.
Where are they even looking? Trying to find Canoe. Yeah, they've tied 3 series, lost 1. Played 1 more series than Big Chilling so far. So, Big Chilling catching up. My things are reversed, I've just now noticed. Just gonna drag them because I'm lazy. Okay. Beautiful. Spending a lot of time on their first pick out of this. They ban out the Razor Deuce Bat Rider. Solid core there. I think Dusa is very decent paired with the Shadow Demon too, just for the illusions late game. But Razor pretty strong into the Kunkka, especially if they wanted to lane against it with that. Maybe throw that mid. But Arturius, I'm guessing, is going to be on Clockwork. And we'll see what I think is a position 5 Flesh Canoe. Unless I'm wrong. The heck is that roster? Yeah, position 5 for Flesh Canoe. Shadow Demon. I think it's a decent Luna game. New in the Canoobs. Probably gonna need something. I would want something on the tankier end. I feel like you're gonna fear rotations coming from mid lane if it is gonna be a Kunkka mid.
10 seconds
Potentially like a position
remaining.
4 Spirit Breaker. Or a position 4 Ogre Magi with an offlane Spirit Breaker. Either one is pretty strong. Nice little attack boost there, but it's probably going to be position 5 Ogre Magi. Not something we see Bulljacks tackling too often, but it's not really a Witch Doctor patch, so I'm going to see some of the classic alternatives. But Grimstroke might have been the other one in the scene here, especially
10
with the
seconds
Bloodseeker pickup
remaining.
too. But you're still going to get the benefit of, I don't think you get
5
double Spirit Breaker
seconds
out, but double X is
remaining.
nice. And of course the double cast from Ogre Magi, just stacking on top of that. I don't know if there's individual roles for the multicast, but I think this has been asked many times before, and I just don't remember the answer. But if I was gonna guess, it's probably multicast for both casts, or if they do go for the Grimstroke. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Anyway, my mind's stuck on Grimstroke just from the last 3 days of watching Grimstroke. It's banned out anyway. Bloodseeker core, though, is what I'm going to guess. Unless they want to last pick the core. Which this can flex into off lane. Their side of things. Flash Canoe thinking about probably off laners here. No point. You can maybe get away with last picking the off laner. It really does show you where that
Radiant
core is going to
team
be, where that Bloodseeker is going to be. But yeah, he's just going to go with Necrophos for Snow. Classic Snow hero. It's okay into a couple of these too. It's not really a counter against the boat, but
10
just means
seconds
don't really
remaining.
need to worry about the damage mitigation as much if you only need to get somebody to
5
half HP.
seconds
Problem is probably
remaining.
going to be that Bloodseeker. Necro, not a lot of ways to purge the silence, not any ways at all. Actually needs like an early BKB or a pipe or something just to stay alive if
Dire
he's going to get
team
ruptured. But
ban.
we've seen last couple nights with games, Rupture being focused on Queen of Pain in most of the fights, and it works out well. Might be the role of the Queen of Pain this game, just to tank
Radiant
those
team
ruptures
ban.
for the other heroes. Seb, of course, realizes this might itemize Quapules, maybe. Aether Lens for the extra cast range, which I think you can avoid the damage then.
10 seconds remaining.
But we'll see.
5
We're going to see
seconds
the last pick
remaining.
Nara hero,
Dire team ban.
which is I think kind of a staple for this Canoe team too. They're used to picking Nara's heroes last. And the fact that they have second pick here too means they can counter. It'll show them where Bloodseeker is going to be, especially where the Spirit Breaker is going to be laning. I think
10
Spirit Breaker is going
seconds
to be in the off lane no matter
remaining.
what, whether it's
Radiant
position 3 or
team
position
pick.
4. We'll figure out.
Dire
Bloodseeker can also be
team
position
pick.
3. Could either go. I think they could do like Bloodseeker, offlane, Viper mid, Kunkka safe. But it's probably going to be Kunkka mid because it's not a bad matchup in a Quap. Neither is Viper.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know, do they just throw Viper mid?
5 seconds.
Go like carry
remaining.
Bloodseeker, offlane Kunkka? No, that doesn't work. I don't know. This is why I usually have a co-caster, but Birdman is on a phone call. I think he's actually doing like job work and stuff. So it is important stuff. Alright. But Canoe? I don't know. Juggernaut out. They banned it themselves. Una's still in there. I mean, ideally you'd want something that can combo with the Shadow Demon Illusions. Like a TB or something. I'm not sure it's the best TB game even.
Lena.
Choose your hero.
Alright, I was not expecting that. Well, they didn't do what Badger was gonna say. They did pick a hero that hooks, but not the one Badger was thinking. I am confused because Nara is playing Queen of Pain, and Sev is on the Lena, so it should be mid Lena into Journey's Viper. I swear to God, I can't find any teams on the roster. I need to just make my own roster sheet. That's what I should do. Anyway, now Journey on the offlane Viper, and it's gonna be mid Kunkka into the Lena. And Fume, of course, playing the core Bloodseeker. Snow offlane Necro. This feels like such a big risk. You have two very squishy glass cannon heroes and a Necrophos that I guess hopefully keeps them alive with pipe or something, healing. But we get into it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I kind of like Bing Schilling's draft a little bit more here. Seems a little strange to throw Nara on the Quap, but I'm sure. I mean, I could go look at his Dota buff right now, even. But I'm pretty sure he's still used to playing that here, and Quap's just strong enough anyway. Not too hard to pick up. Nara used to playing core, of course, but also I think he's playing mid. No, he's got 2% mid game, 15% in the off lane, 2% in the mid lane. So yeah, it's kind of a strange hero for him. And actually, I want to see how many times he's played Quap. Watch him walk to lane. He's played Quap 19 times, which this is just on his main account. So. And I believe it's the first time. It's the third time he's played Quap in an esports game. It's actually, he's done this before. This is why I need Birdman. I think he's done it before on this team.
I'm quite cheerful.
With a couple of stand-ins. Yeah, the overlay's there. We're good, we're good, we're good.
The battle begins.
I think he's played it he's played Quap 3 times in esports games, but his last time was like 16 days ago, so it was this season. I think it was one of the times when Canoe didn't have their full roster, and Nara just had to play mid. Maybe missing Sab for something, I don't know. I can't remember, but still, it's going to be the safe lane Quap. Acid Rain on the Spirit Breaker, Journey top lane on the Viper, so might still be a hard start. It's basically a mid lane matchup, but we're seeing it in the safe lane. Maybe Flesh Canoe can contribute a little bit here, but it still seems like it's going to be hard contesting the Viper. Bulljack bot lane, of course, paired with Fume. seasons of this over and over again. And these two have been in the same lane for like 2 years now. Never get tired of each other, I guess. It's a good sign, some chemistry. But Ogre Magi with the Bloodseeker seems pretty decent. A lot of damage. And you're anticipating a couple of heroes getting low across the map, especially if Journey can dish out harass like he has been. But one of the upsides of Flesh Canoe picking up 1 level in the Disruption is you get the corrosive skin on the illusions. So nifty, at least. Quite a bit of damage from the illusions too. It's how got a majority of that is Nera commits for the range creep there. We could watch mid lane for a bit though. Currently 7-5 in CS, pretty even for denies. Kind of negligible. Nice one there from Sev. But he's still working on a bottle. It seems like he's almost got the gold for it. A rune just spawned. He takes a little bit of damage there, and I didn't even see if the Torrent or the Tidebringer hit him. I think it did. But still going to get pushed out. Nera, top lane, finds a kill onto Journey. Journey immediately trades it back. Of course, the Viper just damage over time adding up, and Acid Rain hoping for a bash here. Just trying to get a secondary kill, but a lot of damage into that Shadow Demon and its benefit for bot lane as Fume gonna get caught out by Artorias. He's stuck in the cogs without creeps. The battery assault doing so much damage here, and a stun onto Artorias from Bulljax will keep the Bloodseeker alive, and I think there's a salve. There is. Bulljax even has a second one. He double killed Jackson Rhino. Well, he's already repeating it this game. Safe Flame Quap. Okay, I didn't know it was a thing, but Nera apparently used to running this. It's doing fine so far. 0-1-2 build. As Snow is just gonna get a free kill on a Fume. Just runs him down. I mean, Necro kills are basically just a lot of damage over time, and Snow getting the job done. Taking away is up to 10 CS now. He's kind of falling behind, or is he actually? I guess it's kind of anticipated they'd be about tied. There's a lot of denies for the Viper though. Journey doing a good job at that, and actually slowing down Nera quite a bit. Top 2 CS in the game though, unsurprisingly, is the mid laners. Mid lane again. There's so many kills in this early game. I'm not prepared at all. Artorias finds one on the Bulljax, dove the tower for it. Eventually survives, TP's back to base. But wonderfully done, Canoe. 3-1 in kill score. But what really matters is jump into the mid game and where the net worths are going to be, because mid lane it's still looking pretty even. Both heroes can kind of farm the jungle quite a bit, so looking to do that soon as we approach 5 minutes. Sam actually did get bottle plus null tally picked up, and he wants another null tally before going for boots. Camel Farmer looking for phase boots. I miss another kill, this time on Nera. Doesn't even commit the blink there, he just dies to Journey. A charge from Acid Rain, it looked like. I'm missing like so much. It's hard to watch this early game. There's action in every single lane. Bot lane too, we're going to see a nice collars from Artorias. Both of them tanking the battery assault, but they're going for a kill onto Artorias. Fume is dropping though, might just fall and get a double kill for Artorias. Walks up, cocks them both, and with a little help from Snow, the clockwork is owning. Artorias 3-0-1 as bot lane continues to go well for Canoe. Not Flash Canoe, as I'm looking at Flash Canoe, but technically Flash Canoe. It's his team. Canoe and the Canoobs. still. Maybe getting some help from Flesh Canoe here. I don't know if they can find this kill. They don't have too much damage, especially into a Viper, as Fume finds a kill into Snow. They need to get a rotation from Acid Rain here. Three heroes getting the job done, and that's really the strength of Spirit Breaker too. Just early rotation, 6 minutes in, able to find kills across the map, and it's giving Bing Chilling real good outlook. Or at least clawing back some of that deficit in the bot lane, maybe even pushing them over the top, but kind of look at the net worth early. Tied with his offlaner and ahead of Nira. Both of them have died a couple of times now. I believe Nira with 2, and I think Fume has only died once. Twice, actually, Fume has died. So even they're even. Arturius trying to get away from Acid Rain here. Wants a bash, but can't get it. He's already committed the charge, which I think got canceled by Battery Assault, and it will let him know there's a ward over here. There's, I believe Bulljack's got the gold for that, so nice little bounty for him. Spotting the Spirit Breaker in the trees there. Lena's just going to back off, and both of them want to go to the jungle. Snow is a little bit caught out right now as they're running up the river. They don't see Bulljacks or Camel Farmer yet in the trees. Snow is just going to get stunned by Bulljacks. Don't even need to use the charge here. The entire team, 3 of them there, just wailing on Snow. No levels in the Ghost Shroud. There's really no response. Era just farming up the jungle top lane as much as he can, daggering some creeps. I think the deaths are pretty big for the Quap, honestly, as there's a charge mid on the Sev. I don't know if they can get this, though. The X from Camel never committed. Sev was pretty low, but it looked like he just wanted to play it patient. Oh my god. Flash Canoe sitting in the jungle. Looks like he's going for the urn. Arturius going for a rush of the... Oh god, I even forget the name of this item. Return. Lotus Orb. I think it was even Smiley talking shit. It was either Smiley or Fury talking shit about Lotus Orb yesterday. But, I don't know, it seems okay this game. There's a lot of spells to return here. I mean, basically everything. Other than 2 of Kunkka's spells. Bloodseeker Silence, you can purge it off. Good for teammates there, too. Nira's ever going to get caught out. Same thing with, like, Necrophosis. There's a charge mid on Nira onto the boat. He can't get a blink out. They've locked him in perfectly. The save from Flesh Canoe. They let him finish his TP first, and a very smart move at that, as Nira can get a blink away. Flesh Canoe with a very clever play. Immediately TP, saves his teammate right at the perfect time. Bulljack's underneath the tower. There's another charge from Acid Rain, but he gets canceled with the Rupture on his Sev. Fume's going to try and dive this. He's going to get healed here. The save for Flesh Canoe again. He's just making it easy now as Fume trying to get away from that tower shot. It's not going to happen. He's gone too far. Fume dead. Camel Farmer trying to get away from Arturius with, I believe, Phase Boots up, but it's not enough. Snow commits the ulti, finds the kill, and Journey is clawing away at the top tier 1. Should be able to finish it off here, so at least they get a trade for this, but a huge fight for Canoe. Taking a 1,200, almost 1,300 gold advantage there. In fact, the 2 highest net worths on the chart, Kunkka and Bloodseeker both dying. And I think everybody has died in this game. Or Sev is the only one not to die, and Flesh Canoe. And Arturius. Actually, Canoe, I don't know how Arturius hasn't died yet. Usually a Clockwork. He's just a better Clockwork than me. That's probably the answer. I'm just a terrible Clockwork. I would have died like at least 5 times by now. So Acid Rain going to cancel the charge here, maybe going a bit too far, but there's so many creeps. Arturius can't hit the hook. Just nowhere to really initiate. But at least they can get them off of their jungle camps. See Journey finishing up the urn. And Acid Rain with an Orchid queued up? I think, what is this, Echo Saber? You just go either, break it into both. Camel Farmer looking at Halberd. He's decent. I'm kind of surprised nobody buying a pipe for them. Or maybe there isn't enough magic damage to warrant hitting Flesh Canoe. Probably dead here. Try it. You got an ulti out. Maybe they can still look for a fight here. Arturia's going to run and split up the fight with the nice little cogs there. Acid Rain away from the rest of the team. Now they can break through and go for Camel Farmer. Chase to the side is Acid Rain, but instead they find the Kunkka. It's a killing pre for Snow. Ooh, where did the Kunkka... I didn't even see him die right there, but... Oh, he found him up here. Okay. Snow just chased him all the way up towards the tier 2, and splitting up that fight with the clockwork works out. Snow now incredibly far up mid lane. Needs to be very careful from a stun for Bulljax. Gonna tank too much here. Is Journey gonna get aggressive mid and just get a bit of damage?
Regeneration.
I mean, but Snow's got a salve. He's got a bottle from his teammate. It's fine. Maybe looking for a smoke here, though. Acid Rain and Bulljax. Last few fights haven't gone their way, but they are getting some farms. Snow is on top of the net worth. It's really just Fume keeping up. Very close at the top. Nira still trying to catch up in this game after a very slow start. 3 deaths. Couple of kills to his name, but still sitting in there. Underneath a couple of cores. It's kind of what you expected from the core. Quap, though. Not exactly the greatest farming hero. Probably wants to go find kills. More than the Lina, even. But they do have, like I was saying in the draft, very glass cannon-y kind of cores here in the Quap and the Lina. And really even Snow on the Necrophos is pretty squishy until he gets a couple of items. He's rushing Radiance. Decent against a lot of right-click heroes, potentially. But BKB already queued up for Camel Farmer after that Halberd. Which... Is Halberd even that particularly great this game? It's decent into the Lina, but there's still a lot of magic damage. We do lose Acid Rain, as again I'm still missing kills. But no worries. No worries. Gleipnir potentially for Fume. Do we see that build again? BKB queued up right now, so yeah, I think it's just going to be Maelstrom into BKB. He needs the Maelstrom for farming out of him, and he is going to start picking up farm. He's probably the fastest farming hero on the map right now, especially with the amount of space that he has. Sev is getting quite a bit, though. Starting to somewhat catch up, and at least going to pass the Kunkka here, I would imagine. Because there is a DD up for Camel Farmer. Sev himself going for BKB. Still a little bit away, but bots certainly helping him out. Speeding up the process. Nira working on Kaya and Sanj. Sanj and Kaya, whatever. This game kind of slows down. We saw a lot of kills in that laning stage, but now both teams kind of respecting each other a little bit. Just falling into their own sides of the map, trying to farm up as much as they can. Eggs being worked on by Acid Rain too. Should give them decent team fight again. I think even still Bing Chilling probably outscales the lineup of Canoe, but Lina is pretty strong in the late game too. it's going to be close, and they've done pretty well in the laning stage. I think Canoe kind of prioritizing the draft around the laning stage. Top lane, maybe not the best outcome, but Snow doing very well bot lane. And I think Seven Camel Farmer essentially equal. Splash Canoe gonna set up for a combo here. The stun, there's a ulti from Acid Rain if he can get a Laguna Blade on a Fume, which he does. Acid Rain can't really disrupt that. Going for a charge away is Acid Rain. The Quap ulti missed from Nera, and a TP top lane instantly from Arturius. He wants to try and save Snow. He's got a Haste Rune into the Cogs. They go, the two of them tanking a stun onto the both, but Journey is just so damn tanky at the same time. Sev really doesn't have the right-click damage yet. There's no return and no vengeance for Snow, but they did find a kill on Fume. I still think this benefits, honestly, Big Chilling. They found a kill on the top net worth hero in the game, but a lot of gold goes to Sev. Decent amount for the Kunkka too, but Sev, Kunkka still tied.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Slight
attack.
gold advantage there, though, from Big Chilling. Arturius still just doing his best to scout out what's going on bottom, and I think they're gonna... Actually, they're not gonna get the ward over here. Nice, cheeky one. That might have been Snow, actually. Doing the voice line for that, too. He sees a sentry on top and not really going for it, but it's still gonna get dewarded. Eventually go for it, but it's giving Canoe vision. Knowledge that probably can't go over there. Sev just gonna TP in mid lane, go for a stun, and get away somehow. That looked like a very dangerous moment, but instead Camel Farmer misses the hook from Arturius. It's a little bit short as it hits illusions from Flesh Canoe instead. And typical, Clockwork is the only one that dies from the fight. It's unfortunate. Well, we might get Flesh Canoe here. Yeah, Birdman's still on a phone call, I think.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Double damage.
Die. We'll do game 2, sure. Buyback from Flesh Canoe is gonna maybe try to save some of his teammates here. Seb is getting very low, needs something. A right click from Journey would have ended it, but Seb barely surviving is able to walk away now. They're even getting kills out of this as they take down Acid Rain. Again, Arturius is gonna fall. And typical from the Clockwork. Snow with the stun there. Torrent on top of that should catch Flash Canoe in silence, locking them both in. It's a trade again. It's support for support. And a 2k gold lead for Bing Chilling, though. It's kind of just been a chaotic game with a lot of farming and slowly Bing Chilling taking a lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Snow still working towards Radiance. He does have the relic picked up, but he's about 400 gold away from the actual Radiance itself, so it's going to be on like a 23-minute Radiance probably, 22. Did go for Hood of Defiance and Phase Boots before that though, so it's at least tanky a little bit on top of having the Radiance and potentially finishing a pipe. Eternal Shroud, we'll see.
Invisibility.
Fight for the Invis Rune is won by Acid Rain. Maybe not going to do much with that, but Bulljack's getting a ward, or a D-ward on a sentry. So Acid Rain, I think, is spotted here, but we're back to being quiet. Couple of engagements, not really smoke engagements either. It was just heroes maybe getting a little bit too close to each other. Gotta show who's boss. Neither team really looking for fights quite yet. Especially surprising for Canoe. The big thing is they can't really hit towers. They've only taken that bottom tier 1. Bing Chilling slightly ahead in that category, having taken mid-tier 1 as Acid Rain a little bit caught out now by 4 heroes. Charged down into this looking for a kill, but he just gets surrounded. Majority of the Canoe lineup.
Tower is under attack.
They will maybe look for a tier 2. Same time, Journey is pushing top lane, trying to get some damage to that tier 2, so we might see a trade here. Both of them have catapults, both of them have fortifies. One used, other team uses almost instantly, but I think they both kept their catapults. No, they lost the catapult top lane. That's actually pretty big, as I think this means... Ah, it's going to be 1-for-1. Should be tier 2 for tier 2. I don't think there's a counterplay for Canoe. It's just going to be too low. Big thing is too, Acid Rain can show up to these fights so easily. Was going for a charge on a Sev there, but canceling. But outpost for outpost, tier 2 for tier 2, as there's a DD in the river bot lane. Acid Rain gonna see that, luckily, before Sev walks over, but maybe there's a contest. It's actually Kunkka picking this up. They get a smoke of their own. At the same time, from Canoe, a charge onto Arturius. He gets him in the cogs. Acid Rain stuck. Can't get off the ulti because the battery assault just gets nothing. Snow with a kill. Flesh Canoe dying at the same time. It's for the supports, but down goes Journey at the same time. He's gonna tick here from the shadow. I don't even know the healing from a wand. I believe still gonna die as Snow gets a double kill. Right clicks from Fume canceled by the Ghost Shroud there. Sev is up to a killing spree. BKB on cooldown. Perfume is just gonna get tanked. Sev now has the damage. The Crystallis is up for the Lina, and Snow and Sev are going to try and chase Camel Farmer. The BKB just now ticking down, so he dodges the Torrent, and I think Camel Farmer is going to make his way out of this. They even had a DD advantage for this fight, but he goes for a TP after using BKB. Maybe defensively there, and I think that might have been 2 charges. No, there was just the 1 charge. That was his 9-second BKB. Just to back off there, but a beautiful fight from Camel. They lose 2 heroes. They lose Nero and Flesh Canoe. But no big deal. Couple of big picks for them. And 2 of their heroes sit on top of the network chart. It's still a tie game in terms of gold, and I would say in map control too. Bing Chilling still not looking too bad, but really it's just going to be what items are coming out of that fight and who can pressure the first Roshan. Bull Jackson, Camel Farm are going to look for a smoke. They see Flesh Canoe on top of the cliff, I believe. No, they don't. It's actually just a sentry up here. Flesh Canoe was able to deward some of that. He saved himself for a bit, but the charge eventually connects. Acid Rain with right clicks. Can't get a bash, but they're still going to get the kill from Camel Farmer. As in comes Fume, gets an ulti rupture onto Sev. Pops the BKB of his own Arturius with 2 of them inside the cog. Sev has nowhere to go. Has to get the TP out. It's going to die to right clicks, but Acid Rain will eventually die. It's a 2-for-1. Snow walking back towards the rest of Bing Chilling's lineup and gets melted. As, yeah, Canoe lose 3. I think he probably would have died anyway. Eventually, he just made it easier. But into Roshan they go. Arturius, of course, down for another 10 seconds. I don't think this Roshan dies before Arturius spawns again, and he will get a TP back to that outpost. The big thing is there's a lot of vision here to see the clockwork, and he doesn't have hookshot for another 20. And yeah, Roshan gonna die before he can get there. Guaranteed. Just quick enough. Nira pushing bottom. Gets a couple of hits onto the tower, it looked like. But still they lose a big objective in Roshan. Give it to Fume for the Aegis. On Skull Basher and a BKB now up for Journey. Bulljack's even got a 4-staff for himself, but the big hero is Camel Farmer with Halberd, BKB, and maybe... Oh no, that's actually it. Not sure what he's queued up next. Sitting at 2,000 gold, but nothing in the quick buy. Check back on that later. And Sev, his data list picked up soon. It's actually very soon. He's 70 gold away. A couple of last hits. from the Daedalus. Still going to pump out decent amount of damage here, but Snow with the Radiance now is working on Yules. Needs something to get rid of the silence. I think Arturius should have Lotus Orb. He does. For Agnums. Doesn't have the Shard yet. Kind of also gives you some escape, but the Shard's maybe not the greatest into Bloodseeker anyway. It's like you're going to get silence most likely. Potentially pop it before the silence goes down. As the smoke gets broken, Arturius looking for a hook. There's a charge mid lane on the Snow, but backside they Arturius cogs on the 2 Acid Rain, gets stuck in there, is able to get his ulti off, but Camel Farmer's still stuck inside. There's no kills yet other than the Ogre. Bulljax did fall as Seb goes for the TP. It's finished. Somehow Seb finishes that TP, and Flesh Canoe going for one more. There's not a cancel. It's a 1-for-1 somehow. In a full 5-on-5 engagement. A lot of BKBs used, and I think both sides actually using charges there. That's the Daedalus reveal for Sev as well. Kind of just shrugging it off there was Bing chilling. They still got the Aegis, of course. Might be looking to fight. There's really not a lot of long cooldown ultis in this game. I mean, Quap ulti is the longest of all of them. Even then, they're still looking for fights here. Is Flesh Canoe gonna run into 3? No, it's 2-man! There is a 4-staff at the same time for Journey as income from the side. Seb looking for a kill on the Journey. Can't finish him off, though. There was this save from the Glimmer Cape. Camel Farmer dropping, though. They will eventually get the kill from Snow, but they've lost Seb at the same time, and Snow stunned under their tier 2 with the Lotus Orb on top. Camel Farmer, Fume, saved by Arturius! Down goes the Aegis. Arturius locked inside. The cogs will die to Journey, and Snow eventually makes his way out. Bulljack somehow gets a double kill in the middle of all this. I don't even catch that, but Journey, right-click battle, Nira's too much! The Basher from Fume, excuse me. And the attack speed was just insane because of how low the Queen of Pain was. Huge fight for Bing Chilling, as they take a massive advantage. It looked like a brilliant start. What would have been a 3-man LSA for Seb. A lot of 4-staffs come through. I mean, it's Bulljax's and it was Journey's to basically dodge the stun there. They do kill off the Kunkka of Camel Farmer. But Fume, I mean, Bulljax gets a double kill. Fume profiting hugely. Journey didn't hit the Lina there with Camo and Fume allowed Lina to live. I don't know what you're talking about, but I assume it was not that fight. They're going to try and run down Bulljax up here, but again, he's got the 4-staff, so maybe the hook not going to help him too much. It's going to be a hard one to hit anyway. That Glimmer Cape is just so pesky. It saved multiple heroes, especially in the last fight. Arturius was having to counter it with the dust.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up. Not even. Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up.
Adnera just gets a free kill bot lane.
I just woke up. Not even trying right now, and I'm like,
On to Acid Rain. But, I mean, still, support's dying all over. Fume
just woke up. Not even
farming,
trying right now,
such
and
is
I'm
life.
Flares here.
The eggs are worked on by Nira. Lower the cooldown of the ulti so it doesn't really matter if he's going to get a kill like that, but still probably going to have to wait for the next fight. And they didn't have the Quap ulti for that fight, which is probably another big reason why they struggled.
But it's still down. And I'm back.
Coin for me.
Birdman is back, 30 minutes in. All right.
Yeah, sorry, that phone call like went way longer than I thought, but still, like, I haven't talked to this guy in like 2 months. And I'm asking him like career advice and stuff. So
Yeah, UG.
yeah, and negotiation strategies to use. Anywho, yeah, it looks like an interesting game. Tons of fights. I was watching the whole time, so it's not like.
Yeah,
But
you're
it
caught
seems-
up. You're caught up then.
Yeah, but it seems Nera's like way under far. Like he had a couple
He's
of
struggling.
bad jumps.
Bing
Yeah.
Chilling gonna look for a smoke. They do get a ward down. Instantly see Flesh Canoe. And they get rid of the save. The charge from Acid Rain, perfect. And get rid of that
That's a big
save instantly. The Lotus Orb and the hook. It's Cogs on 3, but no follow up really. As Arturia still finding some jumps here
Tower is under
in a dying effort, but still, you'll take it.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
It's been a rough game for Nira though. See the Queen of Pain safely not really panning out in this one, but still does a decent amount of damage. I mean, that is the thing with Queen of Pain. You don't really need too much items to just have an R button.
Yeah, there's
And I
like
think he makes his way out.
like they. yeah.
Acid Rain gonna finish this charge. Can he actually pick this up? He's just hoping for a bash here. Eventually gets one. And there's the X on Nira. He's still got the BKB to come in.
Oh.
He's still here with the Rupture. Needs a save
Look
from
at
Flesh
that
Canoe,
here.
but he can't save him. And the BKB is actually killing him in this scenario. As Flesh Canoe gets X Ether or whatever it's called. I can't remember.
Bladed.
E-bladed himself to survive a little bit
No,
longer.
that's the. It's no use the Death Seeker on him. So it E-blades.
Oh, this shard. Yeah.
It's a bad name for it. Death Seeker. Okay.
Death.
Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense in the context of what the ability does, but
Tower is under attack.
you know, Valve is a small indie company. These things like are expensive to hire good people. I'm just kidding. They're good people work on this game. I shouldn't insult
Dyer's
Hopefully.
the janitor. The janitor at Valve.
No,
Corp.
the janitor drops the patch. So the janitor, like, he's also in charge of like figuring out the code and the difference in the changes and to write them. So that's the job of the janitor, and of
true.
course writing the patch notes.
Patch
But of
notes,
course.
keeping ability descriptions up to date.
But of course, since he's a janitor, so his skills are pretty on the low end. So
Yeah, it's like not his priority. His priority is like cleaning stuff. So
yeah.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Speaking of cleaning, when are we gonna get the spring cleanup? See.
at some point, not actually at some point. It's not even spring yet, bro. That's like April.
Yeah, but we never had it in like we haven't had it in like 3 years now.
Didn't we get it last year? Or was it 2
No.
years ago? I thought we had it at some point in the last 2 years.
Like maybe like pre Battle Pass in 2020 we had like something minor, and before that it was like 4 years since the last one.
Smoke onto 4 for Canoe. They
Yeah,
maybe look
it's
for an
ticking
opening
back.
here. They are going to
Oh.
circle around on a Camel Farmer.
Yeah,
Get a
it's
nice
far
hook
off.
from Arturius. The BKB up instantly. Looks for Bulljax instead, but doesn't want to finish that outside
Oh.
of the Cogs' Acid Rain.
Yep.
Just sitting with the BKB here, though, is Camel Farmer. Arturius might eventually fall. Goes for the TP away. Is going to get canceled by the charge. But in goes Snow with the sight, not quite killing Acid Rain. Not even going to tick out. He goes for the TP.
Oh, nice
he
move.
literally survived with 9 HP because of the boat, I believe. But Camel Farmer, it's too late for him. Bulljax as well.
Rupture on
Focused
Nera.
by Sev. The side Journey is running in. They find a little bit of damage on the Sev, but Fume is not going to survive that long. Can't get the damage back on the Lina. Journey uses a BKB to try and bring down the Lina, but there's Flesh Canoe with the save again. No ulti for Acid Rain. They turn back on the Journey, get a stun. Down goes the Viper. And Acid Rain, it's a full team wipe. Canoe
Get it?
pull off a beauty of a fight.
Yeah, that was
And they get Roshan.
Has fallen.
that was a chaotic fight. Like the fight started with Nera like TPing top lane, and he had to run to the fight. And also like Camel Farmer had to use his spells pretty early on to evade the jump on. And also Fume was pretty far behind, so he had to catch up. And Sev's just like picked up his Satanic, which helped him to like man fight
Radiant's middle
and stay alive. But yeah, that was like a good timing of like a fight because they fought 4 versus 3, and then they took the advantage of
The
the
Satanics,
extra
like,
manpower.
because how they kill him basically is Rupture into Bloodseeker running at him. If you just counter that by popping Satanic sitting there and right-clicking.
Yeah, but Rupture was used on Nera on the Queen of Pain, so
Oh, I didn't. If it's ever popped on you. I feel like if they are going to find some, that's probably it. They probably need to find him with, like, boat combo with, like, a Spirit Breaker stun. But Flash Canoe, every single time a core gets gone on, it feels like he's there.
Worthy tribute.
Game from him.
Coming in.
it's gonna be a good timing for a smoke for the Dire. I believe they're trying to do something. Yeah, they have a smoke on Flash Canoe. They only smoked on 2 people.
It's just trying to find a pick. They will show with this as
Yeah.
Bulljack's going for a D-Ward. Very
But that's not the
strangely, but
pick.
there's a charge at the same time onto Acid Rain charging creeps. Hits 2.
This will tell them that there's a ward up here.
Just up with the blink. He does actually juke them as he just ran past.
They're gonna know now that there's a ward. They should know now there's a deep ward. Hopefully they
Flash
do.
Canoe saving the sentry for now. I don't think they see it. In fact, they're like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised they haven't smoked as a team yet. They have, I guess, up on
Yeah.
Sev, maybe waiting for MKB. I don't know if they're going to have time.
Well, you have Aegis. You can, that, like, they could have, like, smoked before because, they're just, like, respawning and somebody's gonna, like, be farming in the triangle or at the bottom jungle. And they could have punished that. But now they're just, like, running around hoping to get a kill. And they're not gonna be lucky doing that.
Snow going to push out top lane. They're going to finally take this top tier 1. We go for the
Yes.
push.
Yeah, Snow is in a big trouble right now because there is a nullifier on Fume.
Flares here.
This is a huge pickup.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant
I mean, basically counters the shard, counters Ghost Shroud. Fuels as
Huh.
well.
So if Flesh Canoe drops his ultimate early on Snow, and then Snow uses his Ghost Shard, and then he got nullified, then the nullifier will not work, technically, right? This is a lot of ifs, and I don't know what's the interaction here, because technically the...
Yeah,
Whoa.
wait, hold on. We're just going to go hook mid on the Acid Rain, but this is probably
Yeah,
the
that's
hardest
not the
kill to
kill.
get. He didn't get him in the cogs, too.
Like,
I
no,
think
like he pushed him
went for
out.
pushback. He went for the
Yeah, he went for a pushback, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, smoke. I mean, this...
top lane. They just missed another kill as well. I think they spotted Viper.
Like, Bing Chilling are happy with that. They're running around, they're split pushing the map, and they're not getting punished. And that's the best thing we could do right now, to wait the Aegis timing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's 1 minute left on it, less than 1 minute left on Aegis.
Radiant
And with that...
bottom tower is under attack.
So now Lincoln is up on Nera, so this is gonna change fights a little bit.
Basically, you're not going to get ruptured. I mean, they're going to cast something else first. It might be the Kunkka.
Yeah, there's like, he has Nullifier, he has Abyssal Blades, he has like 3 buttons. I mean, two different buttons that he could use. And there's Charge, yeah.
Charge canceled.
Like now, yeah.
But instant smoke. Maybe look for this. There's a charge mid lane onto some creeps. I thought he did the old.
Yeah, because they have the timing that the Aegis is gonna despawn right now. But they have a ward on Camel Farmer, so this most probably so.
Nera's still sticking around up here too, but
Yeah, Nera's like saying like either push, somebody's gonna be playing on in their jungle. Oh, this is
They'll
gonna
run
be.
back into him. Nira's got vision though. Just gonna rocket. I mean, rocket players just constantly. Probably the most underrated ability in the game, I think.
Yeah, anything with vision is always good in the game.
So Arturius does find D-Ward. They're still not gonna see Nira top lane. Hume also making his way up here, and Nira does not want to jump out into this. But Journey to the side,
Yeah.
and I think that rocket player is barely gonna see Journey. No, it didn't. But Nira, yeah, he's still just wisely backing off. There's a lot of heroes here for Bing Chilling. They have another smoke as they do pop 5-man yet again, but all of the heroes for Canoe are in the triangle. And we'll see if they try to retake their own high ground here. It could just be a terrible timing.
They're gonna know that. Yeah, at least Camel Farmer he's X. They're gonna know.
They see him mid now too. Camel Farmer gets X'd back to the rest of the team.
Boom, there
And
it
should be about it.
Like Pink Chilling is playing on 2 different lanes, but Acid Rain could die here.
Run back, Acid Rain and
He's
Camel
hard
Farmer
to
both
die.
very close. The hook hits before the charge. I think it's stunned through the charge. Arturius survives somehow. Acid Rain to the side with the BKB just getting focused by 4 of the heroes from Canoe.
That's a big pickup here.
Somehow the hook, I'm not even sure it canceled
BKB
the
usage?
charge or something. Camel Farmer with the BKB just wants to get away from Sev. Will, the
Oh,
Rupture,
Sev.
I think just got returned back on the Fume. Fume right-click battle with Sev. He can't win this one. As I don't even think Sev used the Satanic there. He didn't. But just
That's
a
a
lot of
win.
patience there finally paying off for Canoe. They find a great jump. Arturius manages to hit that hook.
And this sword on Acid Rain that he has is just like opening them up way too much.
Don't get the Kunkka, but the fact that they get 2, there's no buyback for Fume. They have to use a Fortify, but there's no creeps yet.
Oh,
Let's
there's
get them the
one
back door. There's
creep.
one creep, and it looks
yeah.
like it is going to die because of the Bloodseeker. The save from Snow, the Torrent on the 2. Snow is going to get saved by Flesh Canoe. Do they have a Force Staff or anything? The Nullifier, of course, is on the Bloodseeker, who's dead at the moment. The Sev gets a little bit of right clicks into the barracks there, but still nothing really kill this. And I think Acid Rain just
Sev.
missed a creep wave. Sev jumping in instead, gets X'd. He's back right next to the barracks. The boat connecting on the 2. The hook this time has
hook
missed, but it's still through. Right through a couple of heroes as Camel Farmer finds him at the Torrent
dead.
Storm. A charge backside Sev. The Lincoln Spirit doesn't cancel it, but still they can get damage from the site. They find Journey. Down goes Viper. He will buy back instantly, but they're still losing the barracks here. Fume up in 20.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Arturius the only one to die again. There's a charge back onto Snow, and I think he does. No, the Lincoln Sphere
The Lincoln's
right at the end there cancels the ulti from
From
Acid
Nira.
Rain. As I believe it was casted from Nira onto his teammate. Snow is still able to back away. Needs a little bit of extra help from his team, but they're sticking with him as he tries to make his way. He's not looking too healthy now, though. He's got another Ghost Shroud. Fume has made his way
Good
back out.
targeting
He's
from
running
Fume.
100 miles an hour, and the charge from Acid Rain connects at the same time. Nullifier used. They find Snow.
They should capitalize on this. I know Nara's gonna try and deep-push bot lane.
Money to burn.
It's unfortunate Roshan got a short respawn, but still not up quite yet.
For the twins.
Be a good timing as Nira. And just from all the way across the map, Lincoln Sphere canceled. Acid Rain just messing with them.
Just make him play a bit more passive. Like I see you. You're always a threat.
And actually, Journey is just gonna sit here, wait for the Roshan. No, he's not. It is close though. He's got the right idea. Nira has
Yeah.
Shiva's guard.
Also, the big difference this game that Journey is playing more of right-clicking damage Viper than we usually see as a position 3 Vipers, and Camel Farm is playing that. He's taking that role from the Viper. We're not seeing the armlet Kunkka into BKB AC or whatever. People like to build
we
on
get the
him these days.
Roshan. Journey spots it. There should be a rocket flying soon, and it's there. Spotted by Arturius. This is a Radiant outpost, and down goes
Is it a
Roshan
pressure?
because Fume is doing so much damage. The hook not anywhere near. The good block from Bulljax just sees it coming. And there's really nothing Arturius can do there.
Yeah, that's a refresher. Aegis. Whoa.
The
Okay.
charge
Illusion.
just obliterates the range creeps.
Oh. Flash Canoe has Witch Bane on him. That's a decent pickup. Or decent find.
Dude, Acid Rain's gotta be having the time of his life.
Yeah, just running and bashing people.
Moving around the map at 500 move speed, basically. Let's see how quick he goes. Never mind, 1200. Just a little bit more. I think there's no move speed cap anymore, right? So it's technically Fume
No.
can go faster.
There is movement
theoretically.
speed cap, but it's not capped on specific heroes like Spirit Breaker and Bloodseeker.
So theoretically, Bloodseeker can move faster. I
You
mean,
need all 5 heroes to be low,
yeah,
at like 1 HP.
yeah, but on paper he can. Whether or not it's actually happening, probably not. Acid Rain gets 1200 move speed consistent. Honestly, you put that into... Is the plus 200 Charge of Darkness move speed worth it? Because they're like moving at 1200. I guess if there's a percentage increase...
Well, it's 1000 without clicking Bulldoze. So with clicking Bulldoze, it increases it by 20.
Yeah, and I guess since it's the percentage increase to 200 is kind of deceptive.
Yeah, because Bulldoze is percentage based.
Yeah, so you're gonna be getting.
I mean, he's 1200 with Phase Boots, and then you can add to that
I think it was
Bulldoze.
even more with Spider Legs too.
Yeah, it's 1215 with Phase Boots, and then if you add the 28% to the 1000, so he would reach around 1500 movement speed.
He's working on Boots of the Travel,
Yeah.
which I'm not even sure you really need on Spirit Breaker, but it's still gonna give you more move speed, so might as well.
It's all about the movement speed. So let's see. At least now there is a shard on Viper, so they can take towers much easier with the poison attack.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Not just.
Yeah, so it's pushing. He has Hex now. This is a big pickup. If you can catch somebody without PKB inciting them.
They
Oh.
maybe go for Sev here. They can pull him back and get a silence, but they don't have vision. And a lot of patience from Bing Chilling though. They want to push out this mid lane to equalize the barracks.
I was gonna TP backwards. Is it Camel Farmer or Acid Rain? But just
Yeah, just charge back. He's gonna clear the creep wave with one charge here. He's not gonna get all of it, unfortunately, but he got close. Pretty farm now though. Should have his
there's
bots
a
very
smoke
soon.
from the Dire. They're standing on the
Find a
hill.
pick. Acid
Oh.
Rain can join the fight. Very close, but
Oh,
there's
Fume.
the jump from Fume. The blink.
Big pickup.
Snow gone instantly, and the nullifier really helping that. There was no counterplay from Snow at all.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything. He just like got bashed and nullified.
And it's
So,
really like the earlier fight didn't work out for Fume because basically nullified himself, ruptured himself, and then I think he might have abyssal himself too. But
Radiant's top tower is
and yeah, you get the jump like that.
Oh.
Snow is just an easy target, and as Acid Rain jumps
Let's go to
in,
space.
Journey with the ping there, Necrophos buying back Snow. Gets him the kill
Okay.
this side. Just to
Oh,
finish him off. The
Nera's-
hook! Arturius! He has the eggs. He can find a hook on a Bulljax. He was under vision the whole
They're base.
time.
Nera.
And yeah, Nero top lane, I'm not even watching, is dead. It seems. You know he gets the blink. No, he's dead.
It's FTP'd here.
He's dead. Seb is
Ooh.
also dead. He's just surrounded by 4. This might be a big throw, actually. Oh, they have buybacks, but still.
They can buy back on Bulljax and just keep going.
Arturius gonna get charged. I mean, Acid Rain's like, yeah, this is clockwork. I still don't really want to sit next to him.
Oh, Acid Rain is running at Snow. Will he catch him? No, he didn't. Like lose. Maybe he could have. Oh, but Arturius is farming.
Needs
it
bash,
deep.
needs bash, needs bash. Oh my god. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Seb will be like, "Are you for real?" But Seb like literally pinged it.
Unfortunate, but yeah, the Canoe is just kind of falling apart after that fight. They lose 3 heroes and back to the
You
barracks.
can see Journey is just like, boom, 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 boom. Is there like actual like tower hitter
Tower has
with the shard?
Yeah, post 20 minutes, Viper basically becomes Jakiro V2.
Yeah, but the difference is like usually when this happens, your Viper is going utility, and then he starts like transitioning. But you can see from his item build from the start he was not building utility.
He might have gotten the shard from Roshan. I didn't even see.
Yeah, I was not fully paying attention then, but like his whole build was built to do that, and Common Farm is doing the utility build. Kunkka, even though it's like going right click damage is much stronger on Kunkka in this patch right now, but at least they like covered their strategy with a different hero.
There's a double refresher on Camel Farmer too, so we can have 3 Torrent Storms going at once.
Yeah, it's a bit aggressive, but yeah, sure.
Nah, dude. The max out crash. If you can crash their games, then you can win the game.
Well, then you remake similar to what's happened. When was it? Last season or 2 seasons ago? Between I think it was Nearest Team and Polar Ass, when the 3rd game just crashed.
And they had to play again, like the next night.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I think it was me, Dawson, Badger like casting that. We were like more of like couch casting. But Nera has Axe now, so he can just keep using his Sonic Wave left, right, and center.
$53 minutes. I mean, this is a crucial game for both of these teams, really, especially for Canoe being 3 and 5.
Yeah, Nera's close to level 30. If he gets level 30, he'll get also the -2 second blink cooldown. So
Do it with flair.
he will have a blink every 4 seconds and double link. This is huge on him.
Yeah. Dude, both these teams are so patient, though. I mean, it's kind of the way you have to play when you pick a Spirit Breaker. It's like, you can't really ever leave the team, you're just going to get charged. Sneera's going to show, but he's got the Lincoln Sphere, of course, so can't really charge him from across the map. Everybody needs a Lincoln Sphere.
I know Bulljax is close to level 25, and he's 100% gonna take the Fire Blast damage. But can he please take the 20% 1.5 second bash? That would be cool.
Money to burn.
No. It sounds lame as hell, dude.
It's
When is he going to be right-clicking anybody?
dude, just you have Acid Rain to like disrupt the fight for you and just like walk in and just bash.
I mean, statistically, you'd have to hit somebody 5 times.
Well, with Bloodlust and Bloodlust talent, yeah,
It's kind of quick.
can-
It's pretty quick.
it's cool. I know it's not gonna happen, but
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to go for the Fire Blast damage.
also Flesh Canoe is extremely close to, like, he has his axe, but he's saving for a buyback. Like, this is one of
Charge
the
onto
best pickups.
Snow, top lane. I think got canceled.
I think the I don't know what their team name now, but the Dire team. If Flesh Canoe and the Canoobs,
Canceled again? Yes.
if Flesh
They
Canoe
might
can
not
get
wanna fight.
25,
Sev is showing underneath a ward. That might be why.
No.
Snow is completely alone right now. What?
Yeah,
He
they
really
wanted to
can't
go.
show on this wave.
Oh.
He's just gonna get ran down by the
With the
rest of the
charge.
team. On the backside, Acid Rain's just gonna find him. He dodges at
He
least
played
something
the
there with the
charge.
Yules, the charge, the hook from Arturius onto 2. Will find the Cogs,
backlines.
blocking Camel Farmer in, but Arturius dead for sure. Maybe they can find Fume as Snow getting ran down by that Bloodseeker eventually. Will find him, but a
Seb
lot of
doing
damage
some
onto
damage
Fume.
on Fume.
Seb from the side is pumping it out, gets stunned by Bulljax as he has to use the BKB. Didn't see Bulljax coming, so he couldn't avoid
Bulljax?
that. He doesn't
Oh,
find
my
any
goodness.
kills. Camel Farmer getting away from Seb, looking for the right click. Seb pops Satanic. He's
Is that good?
surrounded and dead to Journey. The buyback from Flesh Canoe and Bulljax, bravo to him, basically saving his teammate Kunkka. Camo Farmer surviving because of the boat buff. Was focused by Sev until Bulljax stunned him.
Again, Seth. Oh, big save.
Oh, you're not going to purge that away. Sev gets the blink after the disruption, but still barracks to fall. Sev cannot show that much further. He doesn't have the disruption as a save anymore. It's still on cooldown. Sev, that's the dieback, and that's just game.
That's game.
Not even trying right now. In the fight.
That was a huge fight from Acid Rain. Like after he went on Snow at the beginning of the fight, because of the ward they had on the cliff, he saw Acid Rain and he just like charged at him, and he kept him stunned and like delayed his fight presence for like at least 5 to 6 seconds, and that was what they needed for the for Bing Chilling to win the fight. Yeah, Acid Rain was just like being warm and running, head bashing people. That was cool.
I think Ban Spear Breaker is probably the, can't really let it through. It's too annoying of a hero, honestly. Strong. Go smoke. Yo, he's smoking something else, Birdman.
Yeah,
Smoking tobacco.
I know.
Although he is probably high. This is Bulljax.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, go smoke. I'm not telling him to smoke something else. I'm literally telling him to smoke tobacco. Because I know he does that. So.
Does he smoke tobacco too? Damn it, Bulljax. No, I'm gonna push my opinions on people. Don't you smoke, bro?
What, tobacco?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as, like, not as much as before. Now there's, like, some...
The hookah.
No, dude.
Real.
No, hookah... It had its time, but not anymore. It's way too much. Way hardcore.
This
Yeah,
is
but
true.
there's like this new stuff. Instead of like burning, it heats the tobacco itself, so it does not like stink, and so it gives you the buzz. So it's much cleaner, both for yourself, your environment, and your body, because there's no burning in it. And yeah, at least I can do that inside my room instead of the other stuff.
Nah, you can do other stuff. Just get like an air filter, bro.
Yeah, but it's gonna like sink the whole room, and it's gonna sink your clothes, your hands,
It's true.
your hair. Like it's really bad compared to um.
I
Like,
get like regular smoking, yeah, tobacco too. You're
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
Like
like yeah,
cigarettes.
that's what I'm talking about. But if you get those like, I think in Canada they have them called IQOS. I think it's short for I quit of smoking, something like that. Anywho, instead of the technology of like they use the technology of like heating the cigarette itself, so it heats instead of like burn it. So yeah, it's much better.
Interesting.
It's still like not good for health. Still better than
Well, yeah, but yeah, better in some sense.
like before. Like every time I wanted to take one, I had to like like put a perfume on or something like afterwards, just to like kind of mask the smell. But with those stuff, you don't
Tobacco
have to do
stings, but
any.
dude, I remember before like smoking was banned in a lot of public places, like you could smell if the place had like a smoking area or not. It didn't matter if there was like a separate area for it.
Well, that's what happens when you go to the Middle East. Like the non-smoking areas, the worst freaking tables you'll ever get, and the smoking tables are the cool ones. But it gets way too much. So there's like some places that like, especially um, internet cafes where we used to like go play video games and Dota a lot. Most of them allow smoking, and like you go there, you play for like 3-4 hours. The moment you leave, like even your pubes smells like shit.
Yeah.
So and then the place I used to go to, the same one that Yapster used to play at, they banned it. And even though like I would love to like take one while I was playing a game, but it was healthier for the PCs for you, and you didn't smell like crap shit after like 5 hours of gaming.
Yeah. Breaking news. Journey has been traded for Artorias.
And that's but what's gonna happen to Snow now? Is he gonna play position 4? Big
Could
questions.
do it. Or Journey goes position 4.
Yeah.
That's fine. Played position 4 in the past, I thought.
Yeah. He played 5.
It's close enough.
Yeah,
If
in
you know how to
season
play
4.
in one lane, you know how to play in the other. Mid lane's just the outlier. Imagine wanting to be a mid laner, dude.
Imagine that.
They're a different breed.
I really like that I talked with my friend because he mentioned something that I totally missed. I'm gonna have like some negotiations about uh, my contract for the new company, and he was like, "Remember your RSUs." So yeah, I
Oh, to
totally
get a
forgot
higher.
about.
Yeah,
No, like
it's true.
because like when you leave, you're gonna lose them, right?
Yeah.
So just make them pay you what you're gonna lose. Yeah, I just looked at it,
I
saw
don't
the
know what an
number.
RCU is, but
It's like like number of stocks your company gives you,
oh,
and it's like contingent for you to stay like a year in the company or 2 years, and then when you leave, if you left, they will take it from you.
yeah. It,
If you
it
like
depends on if
do
your
a
new
correct
company
contract,
has a stock program too.
yeah.
Like
So
I got a bunch of options when I signed with my company.
yeah, yeah, same here. But my friend was like just make it part of your contract or your signing bonus that you're losing this amount of RSUs, so they can
True.
pay it back for you. Yeah, but the problem is in 2 weeks I should know my new RSUs number, how much I'm gonna get. Huh, interesting. I have to do my research, see from year to year how many I got. So
You do, and then also evaluate how much money that's worth.
no, I opened my 401k. It already says how much money it is.
Oh, well, I guess yeah. If they're giving you a 401k, like what is that? 401k fucking program where they match.
Yeah, your yeah, your contribution. Hmm.
We wait on Bulljax though. I think he's the only one missing.
Yeah.
The series started an hour early, but now we're just at the normal time of when a game one would end.
Yeah, well, they started a bit on it was 8:15. They started around like
I mean, it was
8:35, right? When did I start my phone call?
it was a pretty late start.
Yeah, it's like at 8:30. It was a long draft, and it was a long game, so
Dude, anytime a lads game starts at 7, it's just like, okay, well, it's technically starting at 8.
I was doing
I mean, that
something
game
else.
went 50 minutes too, and it kind of felt like the end of that game. It was like, well, I don't know if it really comes down to here. It's basically just who's gonna catch who. Kind of played out like that. And Bing Chilling had vision advantage, actually. Big. Want to win your pub games, Birdman, you have vision advantage. This is what I've learned.
Yeah, vision is always the key. It's the key to win your games.
Especially in a 50-50 game like that, I think, because that game was basically 50-50 for most of it. I thought anyway. Like
Yes,
it felt really close.
it
Nobody.
was. Yeah, it was really close. I believe Bing Chilling had a bigger lead for most of the game, but two bad fights in a row, especially the one that where Hume came late to the fight, that they lost it, and they lost a smaller fight beforehand, and just like
He's smoking swishers.
what's that?
Bro, we're all waiting here and he's smoking fucking swishers. It's like a sweet. Never had Swisher sweets before?
Okay, those. Uh, we don't have the
Oh.
same company, but we have like Blackwood, something
Everybody,
similar.
I think most people just buy Swishers for getting rid of the tobacco and putting weed in there, but good
Yeah.
rolling paper.
But yeah, I'm more familiar with Backwoods. That's the one I know.
Yeah.
Well, that was what was available for us back home. It's not like I prefer
Birdman
Swishers
out
or
here
like
got these hoes rolling backwoods.
I was not never rolling backwards. So.
Atari is becoming a caster. Actually, I think he needs. We need Journey to join his right spot so that we could actually start. Not everybody is in a slot yet.
Second pick, cool.
And who do you think went on top game 2?
Like I believe the Pink Shillings is the better team, personally. So they have the advantage going in. But if they like do like bad moves, similar to what they did mid game two, mid game one, then it could be a bit rough for them. It was like Canoe and the Canoobs, they were able to capitalize on the wins, but at the end, it was not enough to do so. Hero.
Warhammer 3 on February 14th.
What do you think about the Halo purchase? I mean, the Bungie purchase
Dude,
from Sony. That's big. That's
I don't
extremely
know.
big.
Like, the thing is with Bungie, I
Like
feel like
it's
they're not as big or good as they were. Like, I think it would have
oh
been
yeah,
big
yeah.
news.
But it's still a big news because think about it, like all Halo games were like PC at the beginning and then Xbox.
Radiant
That's it. Like
I mean, sure, but
and now Sony owns them, so
I
this is
think
big for Sony more than anything else because it was an
after
exclusive game. Like this is one of the exclusive games that Xbox had that PS like PlayStation never had before, right? Or I'm missing
yeah, but
some like other
like
type of
Bungie doesn't
games.
even make Halo anymore, dude. So that's why I'm just like
5 seconds.
Halo is a 343
remaining.
project now. And it's like
Radiant
Microsoft
team
leaving
double
Bungie was
kill.
a whole big thing, and then it just seemed natural for them to want to, sell to another big producer.
Red team done.
And especially after Anthem failed, or did they make Anthem? What the fuck did they make? Destiny. I didn't play
Not
that.
Destiny.
I didn't play like any of those either. Apparently Destiny 2 is pretty good, but Destiny 1
Yeah.
kind of meh.
10 seconds.
I think
remaining.
Destiny 2 still has a big player base, which might be what Sony's
5
acquiring it for
seconds.
too.
remaining.
But
Radiant team pick.
like Sony isn't getting the rights to Halo, right? Like I'm pretty sure that's still a Microsoft owned IP.
Or they own some percentage. Can have. I'm not sure. I need to read about the full
10
details.
seconds.
Yeah.
remaining.
Cuz like Halo was Microsoft's flagship
5
shit.
seconds.
Like you're
Yeah.
right. Like Xbox literally was built on Halo.
Yeah.
That shit sold that console like insane. But yeah, it's not too surprising to see
10
this like days
seconds
after
remaining.
Microsoft's acquirement of Activision though.
5 seconds.
That's just how the industry goes.
Yeah, and like Sony had to like get something big. Maybe it's
Which is
like
weird too, because to me, like
yeah, I was like about to say like
console-wise,
like
Sony is blowing Microsoft out of the water right now, and it's not even close. But
yeah,
like
but
Microsoft's really focused back in on just games in general.
yeah, and especially with the last like
remaining.
few purchases that Microsoft did, it's making them even stronger. So they had to like respond in a way, but the response was like something like, okay, it's something good, but not that crazy.
Dire team done.
Ooh, Seth Tango.
What even else is there? It's basically like Nintendo, Tencent, Sony, Microsoft. Is there even anything else anymore? There's probably some small companies that I'm missing.
Well,
Ubisoft.
like like
Ubisoft's gonna get
Ubisoft.
bought at some point. That's the next
You
big.
have
10
Project Red,
seconds remaining.
which the game that I mean the
5 seconds.
company that created Witcher
Let's
3
not.
and Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Let's
I,
forget about CD Projekt Red for a little bit.
yeah.
They're
Well,
working on stuff. They'll get back to us.
it's funny when I was in Berlin in 2019, I was like with my friends on the subway or on their trains, and there was like a random like French dude started talking with the three of us, and then we started talking. I was like, "Oh, what do you do?" And he was like, "Oh, he does like like game translation or something. Like he translates video games." So
Also, like
yes, I'm like,
localization, basically.
so yeah, localization. Our best updates for Dirt. And my friend asked him like, "Oh, so what you working on?" And he was like, "I can't say."
10
Like,
seconds
do
remaining.
you? I was like, do you work with the like CD
5
Project Red?
seconds
He started
remaining.
smiling. I was like, "Are you working on Cyberpunk?" He started laughing. I'm like, "Stop it,
Dude, like, I wonder if he knows that the game was going to be complete. He probably just read the script, though, is the thing. They probably
Yeah,
just
yeah,
translate, like, lines of dialogue. I don't
like,
know.
like, like the game was not bad. was a bad launch. That's the difference.
It is still a pretty bad game. I might disagree with you here
10
because I think the
seconds
game's all pretty
remaining.
lackluster. But
Well, this is what happens when
5
you have a
seconds
bad launch, right?
remaining.
Like a lot of us, like especially me, like I maybe played it like for 1 hour, 2 hours, and I stopped. And because I figured out like what's the genre of the game, even though like it was listed, but I'm like, oh fuck, I don't enjoy these type of games anymore. I'm too old for this. Uh, but whenever you have like a bad launch for a game, like less people give them second chance. Like I tried it, the game was shit. Okay, I'm deleting it. I'm never touching it again. And that's why it mostly happens. And every time you try to think about playing it again, you're like, I don't want to go through and install the game and figure out it's still shit.
yeah, and then
You
you gotta get mods because it's not
yeah,
like yeah.
10
like you
seconds
just keep like getting this
remaining.
like repeated feeling.
5 seconds remaining.
Kind of sucks, but yeah. But what's happening right now in the gaming industry? The people that like start Blizzard, they funded their own company, and apparently they're making a new RTS game. So it should be cool.
I remember when the people
Speaking,
that made World of Warcraft went and made WildStar,
yeah.
and that went really
Well,
well.
speaking of RTS, what do you think about the draft right now?
This is RTS.
Well, it originated from an RTS game, so
10 seconds
Technically
remaining.
RTS. I mean, if we're looking at like if you paint
5
genres as
seconds
like a
remaining.
tree, then yes. Anyway, I don't know. Nothing's really too surprising. I think we've just seen meta stuff. Nyx maybe a little out there, but we've been seeing a lot of Nyx's picked up lately. Snapfire, Pango.
Nyx is good against Snowfire. You just like
Yeah.
Snapfire uses their ultimate, you just like spike, and you're good to
10
go.
seconds
I think they're
remaining.
totally happy with second picking a Nyx too. So honestly, the first
5
pick Snapfire
seconds
seems a little strange.
remaining.
I didn't notice that, but Flash Canoe is drafting here.
Yeah. Instead
For
of
Reigns
Artorias.
instead of Snow. Snow
Artorias
used to.
drafted like the other game that I casted for them, I thought. But
Maybe they started taking it from Snow's control. Because last season, like it was
10 seconds
Snow's was
remaining.
drafting most of the time.
5 seconds.
Here we're getting Tidehunter.
remaining.
Hopefully we don't see a fail Ravage last game. Speaking of Ravage and Tidehunter has the worst win rate. There's only like 1 or 2 wins on Tidehunter, and one of them was on Hops. Or one of them were on Hops, that's it. And the rest like are losses from everybody else. Huh.
are you talking
Okay.
this season?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Okay, let's look. I have League of Legends Season 9.
Tidehunter
Tidehunter's been picked
has
15 times and he has a 20%
20%.
win rate.
5 seconds
How do I
remaining.
like see which ones were wins?
Yeah, just look for no Tidehunter. Those are wins.
If Hobbs was picking it, it was a win. Most likely. Yeah, it was. No, Joker's won with it too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like not a lot of teams won. Just 3 wins out of
And then they
10
lost
games.
with it in game 2.
10 seconds
And the Canoobs
remaining.
picked it once before or twice. I know they picked it once,
5
that's for sure.
seconds remaining.
We had the infamous buyback on Snow and then Ravaging
Dire
nobody.
team ban.
Is that infamous already?
Yeah, it was highlighted in the game night show by
Nice.
Paul Jackson and
See how many views it has.
Teddy and Guam. Holy
10
fuck.
seconds
Can't remember
remaining.
correctly.
5 seconds.
Oh, you clipped it actually. How many
remaining.
views does this have?
Yeah, Hops was like, somebody clip it. So I clipped it.
37. That's infamous, bro. We have labs clips with like 100 views, and of course
Yeah,
there's the Guam clip.
well, there's my clip when I got destroyed by half. Like I was like my first game coming in after the break, play against Sanking, and Sanking like prepared like 6 creeps with this level 3. He is stunned and boom, I exploded. And Zeri had
10
an
seconds
insane laugh about it.
remaining.
It's clipped somewhere. I have to look for it,
5
but yeah.
seconds remaining.
So we're seeing Fumes Orsa. I was hoping Bojack's gonna play the Death Prophet in position 5, but it seems gonna be either 2 or 3. Most probably it's gonna be on Hull City 08. For people who don't know who's Hull City 08, that's Campbell Farmer's Smurf name. He's a big fan of Hull City 07.
And the clips channel is like way too big, and it goes back to like 2020.
Which one?
Fire team
The
ban.
clips Discord channel is like maybe I could search in there, but it's
For my clip?
yeah.
Yeah, it's if free agency has tabs for season.
Radiant
Yes.
team pick.
No. It's pretty cool clip. I still won the game, even though I like fucked up. So
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, like but we won though, so that's all that matters.
5
yeah,
seconds remaining.
It's true.
like it was like actually after that game, the meme of where's the Joker's team? Like when is their next game?
Damn it.
That's where it started. They played one series against us. They lost 2-0. And they were like, fuck this. We're out.
At least, dude, we haven't had any of that this season. Everybody's
We
been
haven't
good.
had we haven't had that in
No
a long time.
disbands. No, it wasn't there 2 seasons ago. I feel like last season we didn't have a disband either. I think everybody played it out. 2 seasons ago, I think we did. No.
Team pick.
Luna.
And sometimes you need to get one of those.
Luna last pick though. Comboed with the Tide Hunter. Abaddon in the safe lane, I'm guessing, and it's gonna
10
be a Pango
seconds
mid.
remaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be a self hero. I know Snow for
remaining.
fact does not play that hero. And they played it a couple of times.
They picked Tide Hunter too, so I'm assuming it's gonna be
Yeah.
Snow.
They usually like play or they played for a while Pango on position 2, 3, and 4.
I think Hobbs is like pre-flaming Snow Tide Hunter.
No, he's flaming it because he's lowering the stats of Tide Hunter. That's what he's doing.
Nobody can pick Tide Hunter but Hobbs. And win with it, technically. But yeah, Nira on the Luna. And then Journey Darkseer. You don't see too many Darkseers these days. But
So
that Eggs
cool.
Rush is pretty strong. In terms of like illusions to create,
You
Luna's...
can't create better than Luna, and Tide Hunter usually goes
Yeah.
like auras, or at least 1 or 2 auras, so get that on your side.
Not a bad Darkseer game, but like we were saying, it's pretty good Nyx Assassin game too. Bulljack's not a lot of things to cancel the Fiend's Grip. So if you can dodge the Ravage, I
there's
think
the
you're...
Abaddon. There's the Abaddon with an aphotic shield.
Oh, true. I forgot that purged. I forgot that was a strong purge.
Yeah. So he has to play around that, but it's still not as bad. Like it could be worse. He could be play against Silencer and there's like only one big ultimate to yours, and every time you're gonna cast it, Silencer's gonna use its ultimate. In this case, there's a lot of things that could happen in a fight. That aphotic shield could be used on something else, or it could be used on a nightmare. and you can use your grip afterwards.
For battle.
But I'm excited to see Darkseer. I really love Darkseer as a hero. One of my highest run rate heroes in the offlane that I
He's
played.
changed quite a bit.
Dude,
I mean,
this
not
guy's
really in
flipping-
terms of
Dude, can this
the way the
guy's
hero
flipping-
works,
dude,
other than
this
like
guy's
the
flipping. I just
The
wanna
skill
do
build
it
change,
right
yeah.
now, and I'm
yeah,
like,
the skill build, pretty big.
Like,
And the
I
item build
remember when
too.
yeah, like when I first like started doing the axe build at the beginning, like literally, I won like 11 games in a row with that hero, or 10 games. I don't want to like give false information, but I won 10 games in a row. They lost one and then won 3 after. So, yeah. What? 13 out of 14. It's bad. So yeah, like if you play the axe build, it's pretty strong when you're like brawling a lot, which they do that on this team with Fume and Death Prophet.
Your life, much like your head, lacked a point.
Anyway,
The battle
I think we're
begins.
gonna get 1-1 or 2-2. A tie for the bounty runes. Fume is just chilling out top lane. It's going nowhere. I think he's actually spotted here too. Beneath the towers, there's an aggressive ward there for Snow. Planted early, but he's going for some last hits.
Yeah, and
Could be a rough
actually,
lane.
Boljax used 2 sentries. There's one next to the outpost because he saw Artorias coming from that area. Like he went down to this ward, he warded it, and he walked back, and Boljax saw him. So I assumed there's a ward on the cliff, but it was not. So if his courier, one of their couriers died early on, then for sure he would know that. He would know that there's a ward behind the tower. But that was a big nightmare because he got nightmared and Fume denied the range creep. So that was big.
It's a lot of damage on that acid rain from the shield. I guess it's kind of nice for Flesh Canoe actually, because you can basically just trade with somebody that has Ion Shell on them, and he might actually get a kill here if this shield pops because acid rain is pretty low. I don't think he gets it. No, he actually got outside of the shield area way too. Even is that level 110 damage? It would have been close.
Like the only problem with Darkseer is his early laning. That's his weakest, and that's where your position 4 has to do a lot for you to get something in the lane.
And I feel like Acid Rain's kind of or not Acid Rain, I'm saying that like it's the player. Nyx Assassin's maybe a weaker hero to do that with. Like Nyx Assassin not particularly greatest in the laning stage. Doesn't really feel like there's too much he can do.
At the early levels, yep. Right. But the longer the game goes, the more he fails.
Top lane, we see a first blood. Fume
Oh,
finding
Fume is dead
Artorias
here.
might just die to neutral creeps. He does.
That's huge. Acid Rain's gonna steal the bounty rune, and Sev is gonna be pissed here.
Yeah. Water rune stolen. And Camel Farmer actually rotating over back onto the high ground. They're getting aggressive here. And Sev almost dying, 25 HP.
At least there's a salve on Artorias, so you
Yeah,
can
Artorias
salve
is
up.
just like, yeah, I'll bring this up. It's alright, bro.
But this is really bad for Fume. Fume died to a neutral creep. I know he didn't give out gold, but it's too early in the game. He died for like 26 seconds. And that's like eternity at the beginning of the game. Especially when this lane is like 50-50 against the Tide Hunter.
It feels like if I was going to pick a hero to play against the Urza, it'd probably be something like a Mars. Just to get him off of you if you're building up on the Fury swipes, but like...
Also Tide is a good hero against it in the early levels.
Just the damage reduction is huge.
Precious bounty.
Bot lane though, Journey 15 CS, doing pretty well so far. Mid lane, Camo Farmer on top. Of course he has a spammable spell to get last hits with, and Sev maybe struggling a little bit to stick around in this lane. We did see him almost die earlier.
So the lane, Again, top lane.
I am missing it. Arturius falling to Fume.
Yeah, Torres is playing way too aggressive, or an aggressive spots to try and help, get a lot of farm. But for bot lane, what's gonna change in the lane? Like Nera is like 1-0 and 3. The moment he's gonna hit 4, he's gonna start getting Moonclaves. And the more Moonclaves he's gonna get, this is gonna help Journey like farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because Nera will be like pushing the lane much faster, and Journey can play more safer. Or Nera can just like don't skill like Moonclave, like keep it until he goes to the jungle.
Snow, kind of aggressive here. He's got 1 level in the Kraken Shell though, so we can tank quite a bit of damage as Arturius gets rid of the Nightmare for him.
Oh, Nera is going for the 2-0-2 build. Interesting.
Flash Canoe still doing his job, but popping shields. There's a stun on the Flash Canoe, and it might be a little bit too far now as the vacuum gonna get him low, but the shield again is gonna tick out, and Journey picks up the kill.
I'm not sure how this build is gonna pan out for Nera. Going 2-0-2. I know what's the purpose behind it. He wants the lane to be pushed to his side since he's playing against Darkseer. But it's just gonna hinder his farm later on.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just
Because again, like he's playing Luna and he wants to flash farm with Moonglyph.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
Calm down.
That was Hot City yesterday.
I don't know, it kind of feels like been chilling, maybe pulling out an early lead though.
Yeah, you can see the rotation that Acid Rain did. It disrupted Sev's progression in the lane. He's not level 6 yet because he had to like play passive. And Camel Farm he's halfway to level 7. But there's a huge rotation on Sev.
Look for Sev, they don't have a silence, he gets a swashbuck away, but that's not nearly far enough. And Camel, this might just be a mid-tier 1. Does he have the damage for this? He's got a catapult, out comes the Fortify. If we delay this a bit, Arturius gonna try and save as well. He's gotta get rid of that catapult. But they are gonna try and pressure this. The rest of the team is here. Arturius jumping back in on the 3 heroes, just gets deleted. And now Flash Canoe is rotated over.
And that's Glyph.
That's Glyph used to save the catapult. So they can continue to get this to about half HP. Sev TPing in now. He's got level 6. Camel Farmer, the ulti over. Got it to about half HP. Was not the tower, but still a lot of damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You can see the rotation.
Oh, top lane Snow is
bot lane.
Tanking a bit, but I think they can just go on Fume instead. The cookie this time from Arturius aggressively lands. They get the Ravage, and down goes Fume. Near a bot lane is backing away underneath the tier 1. This has yet to pan out yet as Acid Rain gonna try and look for a stun underneath the tower as there's a sleep on the Flesh Canoe. They're waiting for a stun from Acid Rain. He's gonna get that off. He has another shield to survive yet, but can they find Flesh Canoe? He backs up into them and he gets surrounded from the cast. And this is the time to kill Abaddon.
Yeah, that was a good TP from both Walljax and Acid Rain because they saw both supports TP'd mid lane to help Sev. And they use a smoke to try and kill Nera.
Snow is just like playing Sand King on Tidehunter, and now Fume is going to try and run at him, go for right clicks. He needs a cookie or something. There is a slow, and Fume needs to be careful again.
And you can see the difference between like Fume and Snow in the XP. And this is all happened because he died to the neutral creep early on.
I think, well, that plus the kill now too, but he had Ravage before level 6 on Ursa was up. So, yeah, big advantage there. It's like unfortunate you don't get the kill, but you'll take it, I guess.
Whoa!
Top lane, Fume actually gonna jump in. He doesn't realize how many heroes are up here. Gets cookied, uses the ulti to stay alive, and I think Fume survives, especially without Ravage back up yet. But Snow is just gonna regen as they focus this tier 1. They want to get aggressive here. Flesh Canoe with this shield is gonna pump out a lot of damage. Fume actually running back in. He's just dead. There's no save. There's nothing. Flesh Canoe without ulti yet. He's still level 4. It's just gonna fall here, I think, if Fume
Oh.
can get a slow off. They're gonna dive the tier 1. They need a slow. Bulljack's with an early level and Enfeeble. Kinda helps them out.
The Spike Carapace expired the second the Photic Shield popped. That was unfortunate. I was like waiting for the stun, but it didn't happen because the Spike just like fired.
Oh, Snow back top lane. It's been back and forth so far. Fume finding a couple kills, 4 and 2. A lot of those coming on Arturius, one of them on Snow.
Radiant's bottom tower
You can see now bot lane Journey is like having a free lane
Amazing what you found down
because for Luna to like scale, she has to go to the jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not really bothering Nira though. We have seen this done by a couple of teams where they us and kind of aggressive in the enemy jungle just to look for this hero farming, but instead they're gonna focus mid first, I believe, and then rotate over.
Like
This is
their goal,
guaranteed mid-tier
their goal
one.
with Death Prophet, their goal with Death Prophet is to take the mid tower. That's the most important thing, so they can open up the map. And they have Darkseer that's been owning bot lane and playing
Journey
freely.
might actually just spot Nira. Nira doesn't have a level in the ulti yet. Journey could just dive this. The rest of the team is rotating down. They have a vacuum and a silence, slowing him down with the Spirit Siphon. Nira,
Ooh.
the vacuum missed though by Journey. It's only level 1. They're going to continue to
Ooh,
dive here.
another
Nira
miss.
still surviving, but there's
Ace
no
kills.
TPs.
Double miss kills.
I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's fine. They were lagging.
It's a little bit of laggy. I'm surprised Snow where somebody didn't TP. The Ravage was up.
Oh, Bulljack's dead
Bane
here.
is just dead. And of course there's a couple of chips. Even Journey.
oh, okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You can see Journey went for an early hood.
To try and
No.
respond to that tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
You think
This-
Snow is rotated bottom though? He's not pushing with the team. Ravage is up.
And he's doing this like build that I don't know. It's not that great this game.
I'm waiting for Hobbs to say something in chat, honestly, to get.
I really dislike the Meteor Hammer build on Tide. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times in lads and all of them lost. So
Dire's bottom tower is
and I don't see the purpose of it. Like you really like clear out creeps like
Mana
extremely
regen?
fast.
I guess. Yeah,
Like-
he's got a soul ring for that, but.
Whoa!
Oh, the Bane! It
No.
dodges the damage, but he can't get anything off. I'm not even sure what just happened. The roll from Seb is not going to find the kill on Camel Farmer, but eventually Flesh Canoe with the right clicks. That was just out of nowhere. Somehow landed the Ravage. Journey does get a surge
Journey.
out of here, and I think he survives the sleep on the
Yeah,
Seb.
with the,
tower is under attack.
with
There's
the
a
Nightmare-
rotation from Acid Rain, but there's really no targets for him. Everyone's pretty healthy. We're gonna wait for the team to show up. What a weird Ravage. It gets him the kill though. It works. I can't argue with results as there's a
Journey is
gush
dead.
onto Journey, slowed up, not quite able to get the kill there, but they
Torres
do
is dead
find a
here.
Snapfire. That's where Acid Rain can get a kill. Snow
Oh,
on the
Sev is-
high ground
oh,
here. The
Sev got
cancel
caught.
TP on the Sev. Pango caught here now. That's Spirit Siphon silenced, and Snow has to go for a TP. There's a
Oh, that's
cancel
not from
from
a-
Acid Rain. What a disaster for Canoe, and even Fume rotating over here.
Yeah, they can just keep running like, and with all that, Journey is still alive. That Hood of Defiance just like saved his ass.
The Darkseer pretty tanky. Still working on eggs. He's got 3 null tallies
Is under attack.
for the end hero.
Radiant structures are
See him mid
fortified.
too, but Haste Rune picked up by Journey. You look for Arturius mid, but I'm just gonna think about it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know, Birdman. This is seeming like pretty heavy Bing chilling advantage. the moment.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, like the lanes didn't go that well for them. Now the game is like on Nero's hands. And he's playing Luna against a.
The Nightmare actually kind of helping there. He dodged the slow as a Fiend's Grip comes on near. He can get saved by Flesh Canoe. Well, and a lot of ultis used here because Arturius going to use his and just died a Journey. Really not hit. I think he was going for Fume, but he's just healthy enough. Is maybe looking for a Ravageous Snow. They realize that. It's back up. Fume can't get too close. He doesn't have ulti either. So they prevent the first Roshan, though. That's the ultimate
Ravage
goal
is
of
up.
this. Brain gonna get spotted to the side. They need something to cancel TP. I'm guessing it's not gonna be Ravage. It's
Oh, they're
gonna be
all
the
on.
roll.
But this is good. This is good for being chilling. Like they force a roll even though it's like 7-second cooldown. But the moment Acid Rain is alive, they can force a fight. Because all their ultimates will be up except the wall. Like this is the move that Snow should have done before instead of TPing bot lane.
Yeah, this is like the Hobbs classic move. I keep saying it, but like I've seen it so
Yeah.
many times from him.
Like it's the Hobbs classic move, but this is like something that like Zera's team with Clankers used to do a lot. Like if it's like around 10 minutes, you TP to the top lane. If it's around 15 minutes, you TP to the mid lane. Because usually like when you play offlane, you play those like wave clearing heroes that you can sit in a lane and do your stuff, and you can give more space for your position to farm around the map.
Bulljax gets asleep on the Snow, saved there by Flash Canoe. Cancel it immediately, and is Acid Rain gonna sit in the Roshan pit? This is why he got it, Birdman. So he could check Roshan with the vision. Without having to go inside. It's too big brain.
A little something extra for the effort.
Yeah, I was like asking what you're talking about, but then I figured it out. I'm not gonna respond. Sorry.
It's true. It's a legit use. Flash Canoe gonna battle for the Sentry here. Doesn't quite find it though.
He has no more centers on him, so.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even
But
trying
is he
right now.
sending
Like,
more? I think he
This
got
is just
more
like,
on the
both
courier.
these teams are so
Yep.
focused around Roshan. Fume's not even around here. He's farming. But it's the same story for Nira. And it's like 3 heroes distracted around Roshan. I guess Sev is farming at the same time. I should be over on net worth. It's pretty
Yeah,
even.
everybody's
I mean,
farming.
mostly Bing Chilling favored, but 1k.
Yeah, the difference is Artorias is a bit. Artorias is dead bot lane. He's not that. He's safe. Sorry. Because Counter Farmer didn't go the Yule's build. He's going more of sustain build. Sure, I understand. Like, there's not a lot of things to cancel. You have tons of. Like, you have Bulljax with 2 spells that can, like, stop TPs. You got Nyx Assassin, another 2, and you have a Vacuum. And you have a Silence, so you can sustain, increase your damage, and play around it. Oh, that's a huge item, Nether Shawl. And you can see immediately Camel Farmer has it on his dash.
Solid. And Camel Farm is doing really well this game. Top of the net worth. He's got the bots, Kaya Sanj. But we really haven't seen too much play
Whoa.
out yet. First Roshan.
How many sentries are on the clip?
I just woke up.
Look at this cliff.
Right now, and I'm like,
There's 3 sentries.
Well, all at different times. 2 of them are at the same time, and then he put another one up there.
Under attack.
For vision, I guess, and there's still a sentry on the ground. I mean,
I've never seen that before. Holy.
I guess he just wanted vision and was like, fuck it. There's already 2 up there, I might as well throw another one. Bulljax finds Snow in the jungle. None of these stacks really getting touched. This is the second game in a row, actually. I think both of these teams kind of passive. Or just farming for a little bit. The thing is, like, both of them know the Roshan timing too, though, and they're respecting that on Canoe and the Canoobs, so it's hard for
Yeah,
Fume to take.
The Canoobs are trying to delay the Russian timer as much as possible, so they are in their power spike that they can fight it and take it.
Artorias
Right.
looks pretty dead. He doesn't know he's been
So-
found yet. Fume looking for him, is going to see
Yeah.
him in the trees.
was
Gets a
spotted.
slow. Needs a cookie over into the trees. Will go for a TP now when they have nothing. They got vision. Oh, the blink from Fume was just seconds off.
Yeah, well, he needs first hit bash, but we've seen it last game.
Bulljax was there.
It happens.
Just need vision.
Yeah, Arcturus is creating space. That's good. It's always good. He's like making them focus him for some reason.
Well, still really nowhere. Like, basically, Fume's just trying to find a pit or an opening to get into the Roshan pit. Oh yeah.
It's looking like a very stale game right now, which is not fun for us. So,
Yeah, it's kind of just 14
It's-
to 4. Oh, he missed a kill. Fume finds him this time. Artorias does not escape.
it's harder to escape this one when you caught him in lane in front of the tower. But they can use this as a way to go and fight. I mean, like take Roshan, or try to fish for a bigger fight. But Fume is waiting for his BKB. He's 2200 all
Blink
the way.
mid. Fume gonna look for a kill on a Seb. Gets saved from the bash there. Purchased it off.
Oh,
Going for the
Blink
nice
Ravage.
Ravage onto 3. Gets not enough time for the Meteor Hammer. They just walked away. I think it was just a bad timing or something, but a Fiend Script comes out immediately, saved again. Bulljax
That's a big
gets
wall.
canceled immediately, but the wall on top of Nira melts him, catches 3 heroes out. Nira is gone, deleted just out of nowhere, and it looks like it was going to go okay after the Fiend Script got canceled, but now Seb ran down by the Ursa. And it really is just Journey making the difference there.
He just ran away and dropped a wall in a very acute angle. And then Bulljack stopped the roll so to save Journey by doing that. Like, it's Bulljack's nightmare on Sev that made Journey drop his wall and for them just to like capitalize on that fight.
They can finally take the Roshan. Nothing to counter it now. I mean, it was a nice Ravage, but you see the issue with the Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, you don't have enough time to time it.
Well, the
2
stun,
points.
it's 2.5
Like, you have
seconds
to-
channel. The stun
have to, like,
is
immediately do it.
2.6.
Like, if you're like 0.1 second behind, you're just like gonna miss the timing. And if you don't catch everybody that somebody has silence or a stun from outside, they can stop your channel.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's very niche, but I don't think it's the correct item.
You're
But they're
gonna go for the
smoking
TP
again.
out, and I think he's okay. Yeah, they are smoking again. They don't have the Ravage up.
You don't have a no, roll is up.
Roll is up.
Oh, now
Might
they
be
have a
looking
ward
for
now.
Camel Farmer, but I don't think they see right where the DP is. They're gonna maybe continue to chase this down. Sev jumping forward, but guys, this is almost too far.
Yeah.
Right
Camel
under
Farmer
the
is way
tier
too
2.
fast. He has bots and Kaya-san, so good luck killing him. And he has Nether Shawl as well, so he doesn't take much damage from magical damage.
I think Bing probably just played it a little bit more patient. Was like, sure, we can't take Rush right now. Fume, just go farm, and we're just gonna continue to try keep mid pushed out, keep vision on the Roshan pit. They did. Eventually turning around to Ravage by mid. despite Snow's best efforts. They will be able to
Top
find
lane,
Bulljax, though.
Ravage.
Ravage is back up. Down goes Bulljax right at the start. Fume, of course, with Aegis can die twice here. As in from the side comes Camel Farmer. He's got ult up in 4 seconds, not up quite yet. But Nira getting very low, ran down by the Ursa, will trade his life for the Aegis, but Camel Farmer also going to get low. Got vacuumed up onto the cliff, did Artorias, but he's still going to lift your Meteor Hammer from someone in the middle of this. Is down goes Snow, but Sev is really starting to clean up here. Needs to make his way out. He's gotten a second kill on a Camel Farmer, but now he's gone.
Okay, whatever, dude. Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up. Not
Whose
even
Meteor
trying.
Hammer was that, dude? Was that Nyx? That was Nyx.
No, that.
I don't think Snow got his off that fight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna criticize that item, but
Dude, there's a lot of Meteor Hammers in this game.
there's two. Like the Nyx is more justifiable. Like if you hit your impale, you can always make it work.
Only at level 4.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Well, you're probably not gonna have the Meteor Hammer before then. And Flesh Canoe, I think he's gonna be fine. He's the Abaddon. Fume maybe just trying to activate the ulti, going pretty far. He's got BKB to go defensive here, and Acid Rain hopping
Acid
on
Rain
Spike
is
Carapace, stuns up Snow. Is
He's
still
dead.
gonna chase for this, going for the Meteor Hammer, not gonna happen. The vacuum,
The vacuum.
into the blink from Fume, looks for another kill.
Mira's
They
dead
get
again.
Mira caught out with the vacuum
Nope.
wall. And every single time, Journey has been on top
Oh,
of it,
that's a big
canceling the
grip.
roll on the Sev. There isn't a cancel this time from Flesh Canoe. He has to go for the buyback. Sev gets caught out for the entirety of his roll pretty much. Is able to get back up to the high ground, but down goes the Snapfire of Artorias.
Radiant's middle tower is
And they're just going to find a tier 2. And it's very
They can go.
convenient for Bing Chilling. Take a fight and then immediately get to tier 2. But Sev got hit with the Spike Carapace. Acid Rain brings down the enemy mid laner. Yeah,
Tips on
it's
Snow.
some good tips there.
Missed the timing. I mean, like, there was no creep, so there was no timing to miss.
Yeah, I feel like if the creeps were there, Fume is probably just jumping on you. Back just missing there by Journey. A Snapfire ulti that gets cancelled immediately. We'll go for the Luna ulti. This might be the best fight they can get, especially if they can find Nira. I mean, Fume just walks away with the ulti.
Fume
And
is back
Nira back into this. Fume just wanting to fight right now. Finds Snow to the side. Doesn't even need a bash. As Snow has to go for the buyback.
Alright.
Dude, I feel like both of these games have just been straight like boring for 20 minutes, and then we just go
Bulljax
roller
is
coaster
running
out of
in.
nowhere. Bulljax gonna take a bit of damage, but the Nightmare, I believe that was onto Nero Artorias in the backside. Fume jumping in again, gets on top of Flesh Canoe. Out comes the ulti, the vacuum from Journey. There is no wall as Sev gets the roll back up, looks for Camel Farmer, slows him down, can stun him a couple of times, but there is the surge. Camel Farmer can try to make his way out now. There's a
Bulljax
wall
still
coming
alive.
out, but it catches Nero
He
again.
got
Actually, he got the
illusion.
illusion, gets rid of him. Camel Farmer with the Spirit Siphon onto Snow, staying alive right now. Yeah, he did have the regen there too, so he's basically
Grip is up
just
now.
regenning up, and Artorias is gonna die again.
They have grip, they can keep going. They just need to wait for Fume to heal up, and they can go again.
Dude, both these teams seem like so patient, and then like one of them decides to fight, and then we fight for like 5 minutes.
And the game explodes.
27-7.
I didn't look at the scoreboard, yeah. Looks,
I mean,
Nothing
really,
really
it was
one-sided.
13-3 earlier, and the net worth was basically tied. But I think XP is probably the big advantage right now that I have not looked at. They have plus 11 levels on Bing Chilling. So, pretty solid. Good look at the support difference too. Flesh Canoe versus Bulljax is pretty close, but Fume level 19, Nero level 18, Camel Farmer level 20, Sav level 18, Acid Rain having a very nice game at level 16. Artorias kind of struggling.
Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever, dude. I
But
just woke up,
yeah,
not even
Camel
trying
Farmer
right
is kind
now,
of
and
just
I'm like,
popping off this game. Typical Death Prophet, though, I think. Time this hero gets picked, I feel like just expecting it to be at this point, even if it's like a support, really.
Yeah, he got good itemization on the Death Prophet. Like usually you would see the yields. This game, Kaya Sanj is much stronger. The amount of team fights they have, and he also have Nether Shawl plus Canoe Shroud, so he has like tons of healing and sustain for magical damage, which most of their damage is. The problem is like Nera is way far behind and he's going back to Manta style, which is not
Smoke
gonna
mid
increase their
lane.
damage.
A TP in from Nera. Look at the ward, though. I think there might have been spotted. I don't know. The ward's in such an awkward spot, they might not have had vision. This is a 4-man smoke as they maybe try and bait with Nera here. Acid Rain. Everybody's just farming up the jungle on Big Chillin'. They're not really pushed out. And Canoe waiting on
Nera has
somebody to go on
been
Nera.
Nera switched his build like 3 times now. He was going for the Manta, which is I don't think is the correct call. He went for Satanic, but I
Look
was
for
scared he would leave.
Bulljax. There's the blink. They have vision on the Bane. The stun gets dodged by Bulljax, but with the shard on Arturius, can find the kill. And bot lane, though, Acid Rain has pushed this in. He's got Meteor Hammer to do a little bit of damage to the tower, so he can get it kind of low.
Yeah, but Fium took the top tower, so they have Cliff up, so they can use it to defend.
Under attack.
Tier 2 also going to get pressured here from Fume. And we might see a TP back.
So
Find Acid Rain. Cancels the Meteor Hammer. Stuns him up again, but he's already in
there's no
Viz. And I
dust?
think that is it. Alright, Snow
Dust-
has Dust. Going to look for it. Gets Spike Carapace. There's a slow, but Assassin pretty quick even under the dust. Just walks away.
farmers here.
okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
The Acid Rain gonna make it.
Oh, Flash
no,
Canoe.
and now the rest of the team is rotated down. They are gonna still look for him. Gets a nice 4-band stun there with Spike Carapace. What a ravage, honestly.
Deathless coward.
That was cute.
Still dies.
Yeah. He pulled 5 heroes to the bot side, so now they can like play in the triangle, take control of the triangle. Even though it's warded, they know that they're there, but it's what's happening right now is just Nera's like his farm is restricted.
Hume gonna make his way top. Nera trying to make what he can out of the top lane farm. Still trying to go for Scotty. We might get a D ward here from Snow. Looking for one. But yeah. I mean, Ravage back up. They can look for a fight if need be. Canoe. He's got the ulti used, and with the vacuum sleep from Bulljax, they might continue to look for this kill. He needs some help from his teammates there, but in comes the
Ravage
Fiend
is
Script.
up.
Bulljax gets stunned up. Fume popping BKB, and the ulti gonna go for Snow, I believe, and try and get some damage on Nero, but there isn't a bash. Nero actually committing BKB there. Is Fume gonna get rolled through Seb, doing his job to lock him down here. Is the surge there? They're gonna get the Ursa away, the wall a bit off to the side. The cookie up to the high ground, not enough to save, but what a try from Arturius. Still gonna drop. Camel Farmer
Nera's
gets the double kill.
pushing mid lane.
Nera got slept though. Bulljax, was this a buyback? He's
Yeah,
found a
bought back.
kill. The buyback to kill off Nera, and down goes Luna.
Yeah, Nera forgot that there was a fight nearby,
okay, whatever.
and there was a buyback from Bulljax. Bulljax like he TP'd initially to the outpost, and when he bought back, his TP was on cooldown, so he had to blink and use his spider legs to walk to the fight.
Roshan was about to spawn in 10 seconds before Fume checked it, but they will go mid. I
You can
don't
force
even think they
buybacks.
needed to wait, but yeah, it's really about forcing buybacks here and then backing up and taking Roshan.
Camel
We'll
Farmer
be
should,
waiting for them.
yeah, I think Camel Farmer is gonna push the bot wave, and they will meet bot.
Radiant structures fortified. Radiant middle barracks are under attack.
Well, kind of a rough game for Canoe in the game 2, and especially with the game 1 win for Bing Chilling. They're looking to take a 2-0 here, and I believe go to 6-3. right? Or am I wrong? What did I write down?
I have to double check.
They were 4-3 after winning game 1. So yeah, that'd be 5-3. 6-3 would be an odd number of games. I'm stupid.
And this is a Roshan second Rosh with a shard. That Fume is like mine.
Can we stop grieving Tide Hunter? I don't know, Hobbs. You shouldn't have
Grip
picked
on
it. You brought it to this league, now everybody wants to play it. I blame Hobbs, honestly.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Like Tidehunter now is the old Underlord. Like Underlord was one of those heroes that everybody like would find it easy to play, and it always had like a really bad win rate in lads.
Yeah.
So all the good and the bad. Oh,
I'm pretty
nice
sure
blink
Hobbs
from
has
Bulljax.
lost like 2 games with Tide Hunter. It's damn near 90% win rate, but Seb is gonna get caught out.
That's
Tries
a
to
big
go for the roll,
nightmare
but
on Snow.
the vacuum cancels the roll. Seb has to go for the buyback
Another
immediately.
silence.
Flesh Canoe, having already committed the ulti, it's gonna drop. Immediately, both of them are gonna buy back.
Yeah, Bulljax just broke their ankles. There were like 4-man smoke into Bulljax. He blinked out and used the spider legs, and he was playing on the terrain side. And then he nightmared Snow. He was like playing a bit aggressive. I mean, he jumped aggressive with the blink to find an
Have
opening.
the vision advantage there too, or yeah, they kind of do. They didn't have it on the cliff, but I think this might be a game. There's a lot of buybacks spent in the last couple of minutes. Naren goes for the Ravage. There isn't a BKB to counter it. In goes Seb, trying to just
combo went
disrupt
through
the
the
fight
side.
as much as possible, but the vacuum, the wall gets Luna again. They can get a lot of damage from the Fume, and Arturia's trying to make his way with a cookie. Seb caught in the middle of this after the roll. They've already found Nero. They find Seb, and a buyback from both of them. Nero might not even need to spend a buyback here. The Luna still got no. They're just calling GG.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can do. Bulljax walks in the fountain.
Acid
Rain
rain.
gonna die one more time, but game ends kind of just like that after a very, very quiet mid game.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
Fume kind of emerges with a bunch of farm. Death Prophet just being Death Prophet, pushing out lanes.
Yeah, this is like Canoe and the Canoobs have been struggling since last season. You can see like they're going downhill so far.
Rough series of games. But
That's for sure.
don't put it past Bing Schilling, though. It was a pretty good performance. 8-0-21 on the Dark Seer of Journey. But yeah, I mean, basically every fight, if you can find a wall onto Luna, you're happy.
Yeah,
And
you just give
delivered.
extra stats to your team.
Camel Farmer 11-2-12. But yeah, I don't know if there's really too much to say about the series. Bing Chilling looked dominant. Game 1 went to 50 minutes, was pretty close, but ultimately prevailed in the end. I don't know. Anything else, Birdman?
Yeah, I think like Bing Chilling as the support duo did much more than Artorias and Flesh Canoe from rotations and playing with the team. Like also like Bing Chilling, like they're like 4 out of 5 people have been playing together for close to 2 years now. They're just like adding one player to their arsenal. It's not as like Camel Farmer is not as in the same caliber of Squid, but he's still like pulling his weight and doing what's needed for them to win the games. Yeah, like Acid Rain just destroyed game 1, and he had good movements game 2. I think game 2 Bulljax's positioning with his early blink pickup, he was able to like live for a long time and disrupt a lot of fights. And that's the power of Bane.
Yeah, we didn't really see too many like fight-changing Fiend's grips. They mostly got canceled, but it's the other abilities contributing the
Like-
nightmare.
Like most of the Fiend scripts, the most important Fiend scripts that he used were on the roll,
On the
and
roll,
you
yeah.
can't save the roll with Flesh Canoe. Like Flesh Canoe can't do much with that. And one of the big ones were the fight where he stopped the roll and Journey dropped his wall in the mid lane. That's where it switched the game to their trajectory, and they won it.
Well, that's it. 2-0 Bing Chilling. I don't think there's any other games on right now,
Yep.
at least as far as I know.
I thought there was two, but apparently there's only one. So
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
there was another one
standings.
tonight, but
Yeah.
apparently not. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, Bulger. Fucking Birdman. I keep mixing up B names. God damn it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Birdman.
Well, I'm sorry for ditching you for most of game one.
That's alright. End of the stream. Have a good night. Good
See
week
what
in front of us.
watch the video that I sent you.
Okay.